Carol, thanks for being here with us. Tell us a little bit about what your focus is right now in the digital world. What are you looking at the most?
Well, looking forward, we're really looking at mobile marketing. It's very important in our Asia Pacific markets as well as our developing markets, as internet penetration is low and mobile is so high. And so we're looking at how we can really reach our consumers and engage with our consumers in mobile. And then of course social marketing is all the buzz, everyone's talking about it, and so we've been doing a lot in the social space, and that would be complementing what we're doing with our own websites or with our online advertising.
So how do you end up sort of explaining the importance of something like social media to top management?
Well, first of all, I really encourage them to get on sites like Bebo or Facebook and really engage with that, or at least look over their children's shoulder to understand what it's all about. Because until you've been on a social media website, I think it's hard to understand. And then I explain to them like things like our Facebook fan page was started by two fans, Dusty and Michael, who were big fans of Coca-Cola. And that Facebook page grew to be about 1 million consumers, and at that time Facebook told us we needed to take it over. Well, we didn't want to take it over, it's a fan page. And so we decided that we would co-own the fan page, but really most of the content is done by Dusty and Michael. And I explained to our senior management that this is not something that we own. This is where we are having a dialogue, and our consumers are showing their love for our brand Coca-Cola. And we're just participating, and sometimes we put out some of our marketing and we get client or consumer feedback. Other times we're just adding photos. We have our fans uploading photos from drinking Coke around the world, sending in videos, fun stories, their favorite Coke, when they had their first Coke. And so I explained to our senior management that this is not a media channel that we own. This is something that we are just participating in. And I think they've really understood it, and I think they like what they see and understand that it's all about our consumers engaging with our brand.
Okay, so how about outside the U.S.? You have a global role.
Yes.
What's most important outside of the U.S.?
Well, outside the U.S. it's definitely mobile. I think that in many countries with 95% mobile penetration, we really need to reach our consumers. So in developing countries, we're doing things like drink a Coke, enter a PIN code, and get mobile minutes. So we're adding value to that consumer's everyday life, and we're encouraging them to try their first Coke in some cases, to increase their frequency, and really have a positive experience with Coke while we're adding value to their lives.
Okay, one of the big challenges online has always been trying to measure engagement. How are you going about that?
Well, I think two things. Certainly measurement is important because we want to measure, not, engagement metrics are fine, time spent, repeat visits, but what we really care about is, are we driving brand love? Because at the end of the day, much of our marketing is about driving love for our brands, and ultimately that will lead to incremental consumption. So from a business value standpoint, we're looking at measurement, but we're also equally important looking at doing great creative. And I think that sometimes the pendulum swings too much to measurement, and people forget that putting great content and enhancing your users' and consumers' experience is far more important than just pushing a message at them. So what we look at is having great experiences, great content, whether it's providing information, having fun, and interacting with the consumer in a fun, meaningful way.
Okay. Final question. This is your first time in Cannes.
Yes.
What are you most looking forward to?
Really, for me, this is a great place to get together with the people I work with around the world. I'm seeing agency folks that I work with in Hong Kong and Singapore. I don't have to go to China to do that, or Asia. So for me, this is such an international experience, and it's great to see all the folks I work with around the world.
Cool. Thanks a lot, guys.